Alright, what's up everybody? Real quick, just wanted to make a little video. My first impressions of Destiny came out. I was super hyped for this game, and I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase, not really gonna go into any, like, real big technical stuff, because in all truth, I haven't actually got to play it that much. Time restraint's been a little bit much, and, school, kind of, you know, a lot more important than playing a game, you know, but, whatever. Anyway, so, I just want to talk about what I liked about the game. If it met most of my expectations, and answer that question, yeah, it has. It's actually met pretty much all of them. It's quickly becoming my favorite game, but it's not immediately replaced like Skyrim in my heart. Skyrim will still forever and always be one of my favorite games of all time. For multiple reasons, mostly because it was the first RPG I ever played, but besides the point. That's besides the point. Anyway, so the video it's going to be playing in the background is just a failed recording of this. I tried recording this live, and my mic wasn't on, so you'll see a lot of stuff going on that really doesn't make any sense, because I'm not going to be talking over it. I might cut out a first few bit of it and just, you know, go into more detail stuff, but I'm going to edit the video later, because, yeah, reasons. Anyway, I guess we can start off with my big pet peeves about the game, like things that I just don't really like at all. Most of them are really just like minor things that can be easily fixed with like a patch, nothing like game breaking or like game ruining or anything, but first things first, lack of a map in game. Like, you can't pull up a map anywhere. The only map you can have is like when you're selecting a planet to go to one of the zones and everything. That's the only time you ever get a map, which is kind of frustrating, because if you're trying to find an exact point that you were at yesterday, see if there's like a chest there still or something, and you can't find it exactly, but whatever. That's just a minor thing, could probably be patched in, or I could probably get off my lazy butt and probably find a print off of one of the maps, one of the local maps or something. Another thing, the PvP is actually a lot more balanced than it was in the beta. In the beta there were lots of pretty game-breaking unbalancements, like I think the sniper rifle, pretty much headshots were, if you had a scout rifle or a sniper rifle, you pretty much cleaned house. Then again, that was just my experience with it. A lot of my friends disagree with me heavily on that, but we all played at different times and everything, so there's that. Another thing on multiplayer, one thing I have noticed, the Hunter class at the very start, like just starting off, Hunter class is probably going to become one of the more dominant PvP classes, because it's a lot more agile, and that golden gun ability can refuel itself in 1,500 different ways. So the hunters have a little bit more of an advantage with specials, but it's kind of balanced out with the fact that the golden gun only gets 3 shots. You have to be pretty accurate with it, and I guess that's about it. The other specialties have their own pros and drawbacks, like the Warlock Nova Bomb is extremely useful for clearing out rooms, or for like a panic bomb in case you're being surrounded by people. And the Titan things, mostly, I've actually used it multiple times to just like get away from something, or
you lead the way.
like I said, as a panic button, or as just a way to, again, clear rooms and stuff like that. And I'll probably do like a live commentary thing for more PvP stuff, because I actually kind of liked it. It's pretty fun.
Guardians, there is
Now
a
it'll
powerful
kind of
enemy
vary,
near this
because
location. You may want
it's
to
not
get
really
it
level
before
balanced,
it
so
gets
you'll
you.
either be put up with a bunch of noobs who don't have that great of weapons and armor, which isn't their fault, and you'll be put up against a bunch of people who are much higher level than all of you combined, pretty much, and it will pretty much ruin your day, effectively, because most of the time how the control works is like, there will be people who know what they're doing and will go and actively hunt the objectives, 3 objectives. That's pretty much how you win. The entire game is basically just a big tug of war between the 3 objectives. You'll take one, then you'll go to another one to take, and by the time you're done taking that one, the one you just took has already been recaptured, so you just run around the map constantly. It's actually really fun, but anyway. The PvE, really awesome so far. I've liked it. I've participated in a couple of the public events. In the beta, I did the Devil Walker public event, which is extremely fun to do, especially with a big group of friends. And I've done the extraction team one, where a bunch of Fallen try and extract Glimmer from the Earth's surface, and you have to stop them. So basically, just stop some mining operation. The thing about that is that, like, it's a speed thing. Like, you have a minute to destroy the mining camp, so if you don't get it done in a minute, you're kind of screwed. And one that I haven't ever actually completed is, like, the Captain Hunt. He'll sometimes be, like, a super high shielded and high health captain who will has incredibly high damage, but, like, you can try and take him on, but he can eat a Nova Bomb to space, and, like, only a quarter of his shields will go down, so you absolutely need multiple people to bring him down, and I've never actually had enough people to do that, so, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate there. The side quests and the patrol mode of it, I've only done Old Russia. Like I said, I haven't had enough time to get to the moon, but I think later tonight I'll be recording stuff for Moon and everything. But, yeah, they're kind of like most MMO, like some MMO quests, like, oh, off the top of my head I can only think of, like, WoW, where it would be like, go here, collect something, go here, look at something, go here, scout this area, go here, kill a bunch of enemies, stuff like that. Kind of repetitive quests, but the story's pretty fun so far, and the strikes, oh man, the strikes are fun. Devil's Lair, probably. Devil's Lair is great, sorry about that. But, because it's basically just, like, you have to defend a point from 3 waves of Hive and Fallen, then you fight a Devil Walker, and then you fight a High Servitor, I think his name's like Sepkus Prime or something, and it's an awesome boss fight. And a friend of mine has told me about the Moon boss, the giant space ogre thing, I think. No idea what that is. That's going to be a wonderful surprise because I haven't actually fought that yet, but that'll be fun to fight. Might do that later tonight, I don't know. But I might have to be quiet since everyone else in my house is going to be sleeping, and they'd probably not want me yelling my head off while they're all trying to get sleep for tomorrow. I should also be sleeping, but we have video games to play. We have more important things to do than sleep. Other big things that I don't like, in the menus, I don't know if I show it in the video at all, but in the menus there's a, fire team thing, and in the menu it has like 6 empty slots for it, but you can only have 3 people in a fire team together. Which, in the beta that was kind of a problem because I had a bunch of friends who played the beta, and not many of them actually got the game because it's middle of the school, just started the school year, no one really has much disposable income, but I think that'll change towards the holiday season, but yeah. Sorry about that. I also have a cold, so kind of struggling with that still, but, so yeah, that's one thing, but, another thing that kind of perturbs me a little bit is the open world. It's open, but there's a lot of kill boxes and invisible walls that you'll run into. At least in Old Russia there is. Because in the E3 trailer that the E3 demo that they showed, in the demo a fallen ship carrying a Devil Walker comes down, and like in the distance a colony ship goes down. And they kind of miscommunicated to the audience, because one of them who was playing said, "See that colony ship that just went down in the distance?" He said something along the lines of, "You can go over there and be in that, or like be near that when that happens." And so I thought it would be like massive, like super open world, kind of like that, I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's a space game where you pretty much go around and explore like a billion planets, like literally a billion. But that's kind of limited, but there's enough stuff crammed into the explorable bits that it makes up for that. And speaking of the explorable bits, treasure chests. There are quite a few of them dotted around, and they're actually really fun to go hunt for. Like, sometimes the best part about them is like they're randomized most of the time, so like you'll find a little nook and there'll be a chest in there and you'll loot it. But if you go back there like a day later, there won't be a chest in there. It'll be like somewhere else or something. And they vary in loot, like all of them give you a certain amount of glimmer it'll be Endglimmer's the currency in game. And it'll be like either 50 or like 100 or that it looks like a weapon or armor piece. The most I think I've ever gotten out of a chest was 300 glimmer and a rocket launcher, which was a awesome rocket launcher. That was in the beta. And I haven't really run into any super awesome treasure chests in the full game quite yet, but there's a bunch dotted around the map and they're really fun to go find. One thing about the game, question mark enemy. They, I think in the video, yeah, just now in the video, they'll be popping up. Question mark enemies are enemies that are, I don't know exactly the number, but I think they're like 5 or 6 levels above you. So they their level just shows up as a question mark. The ones in the video that I'm about to go encounter are level 20 dregs, and they will one-shot you. But the area that they're in is like explorable still, so effectively what you can do is try and speed past them, which I do in the video, and eventually, once you get to a high enough level, you'll be able to just flat out explore this, kill these guys, start exploring that, and explore a pretty big chunk of Old Russia, because half of it's just blocked off because there's question mark level enemies and everything. And other question mark enemies are, you can find like find them in like a little cave. I think I'll probably throw in a clip either at the end or probably just link it in another video. But me and a friend of mine, we basically tricked one out of its little cave and went into the cave and found a dead ghost inside of it, which was pretty cool. Dead ghosts are basically just like collectible items you can get. They'll give you like a little bit of lore and I think some experience, if I remember. But yeah, you can find those around. There's also like parts of the game where it's like you'll be in a level 1 area. I think on the second mission, when you go down into the basement to like discover where the fallen like relay thing is. If you go into a hole in the wall and start like going deep down into that, there's a bunch of question mark level hive in there, and it's kind of terrifying because I didn't know that at first. Me and a friend of mine went down there, and yeah, we kind of died. It was a little bit terrifying. But, so, there's lots of exploring to do, lots of interaction. Interaction's pretty cool. The only complaint that I have with like player interaction is it's kind of hard to communicate, because like the mic is really kind of hard to hear over your speaker and everything. Then again, that could just be my funky settings that I have set up for recording and everything. And there's no like text box, chat box thing, which there could be, because the Xbox has a keyboard attachment for it, and I am playing on 360. But the emotes, there's only 4 emotes: point, wave, sit, and dance. And that has a lot of potential to be really fun for like social interaction and stuff, or like silent tactics or something, where you can like give hand signals or stuff like that. You can give hand signals on the Sparrow, but you can only do them while you're going at normal speed, not while you're boosting, which boosting is what you do everywhere, because fastest way to travel. But yeah, it's like a little, like, probably like a radial menu, maybe, like a bunch of emotes on it. That'd be pretty nice to have, just because there are some times where it's like, you just want to, I don't know, I can't really think of any off the top of my head, but like just random fun little emotes that you can probably throw in there, just those little add-ons and everything. And probably some variation of the dance moves. It's fun having big old dance parties on the tower, but it's a little bit strange when everyone's doing the exact same dances. But that's another thing. Oh, character creation. Yeah, here in the video I'm showing the fire team sizes. Six sizes, but you can only have 3 people in it. Way you can get around that is pretty much just invite all your friends one by one, or kind of like in a group, and then you can split up into 2 separate fire teams and try and stick together. Unless you go into a darkness zone, then you'll just be stuck with your actual fire team fighting. But anyway, see, yeah, character creation. I hate the character creation in this game. It's pretty terrible. Like, all the hairstyles look awful. Let's say right now, the worst part of this game is probably making your character. The human and awoken look pretty terrible. They look bad. Like, with humans, I think it'd probably look better if you got like facial hair and stuff. Maybe it would complement some of the hairstyles, but a lot of them are like anime-looking hairstyles, so they're like all wacky or like they just look. I just don't like the hairstyles and general look of most of the characters in this game. But the Exos look pretty cool. The cyborg robot dudes. And I think in my beta video I made an Exo and showed off all the character creation stuff, so you can see how kind of bad that is. Excuse me. That's pretty much about it. There's not much else I can really say about it because I haven't gotten that far into it. Haven't been to Mars or the Moon actually, but I'm gonna be doing that in a few minutes anyway. With a friend, and yeah, I think that's about it. Good thing it's actually recorded well this time. If you like the video, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it, I guess. I'm sorry I wasted your time. I'm gonna put a disclaimer before this video and in the description that this isn't like a professional review or anything. I'm not the best at doing this at all. I think my sound might have just messed up there because I just did some, well, whatever. Yeah, so pretty much it. I'll probably do more, maybe in-depth stuff later on. I don't know exactly, but anyway, if you like the video, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. Subscribe if you want to. I'll be uploading more Destiny stuff, probably just Moon and Mars, and probably exploring Old Russia once I hit level 20 or higher. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for your time. Bye.